Um, I didn't know if I was gonna say anything on like one of these. I didn't know if the world could handle our alien status weirdo-ness. But since everybody's finding out, I guess the Footprints company is talking to everybody about it. So I guess I might as well tell the truth. I was doing my application. So they hired me. I got hired to work at Footprints. It's just doing those little cards, like beautiful little greeting cards. Kind of like working at Hallmark, which I worked at Hallmark, but the manager was an abusive nightmare. I worked at another company. I can't remember the name of the company, but they did cards at the Cost Plus, I think it was. That really fun store that has really weird, bizarre items that make you go crazy and want to shop there all day. And they have those greeting cards. So I was doing the greeting cards there for a while. And then I was doing these really fun, exciting, like pop-up cards. There were these really fun, exciting cards where you open up the card and it's like a whole world inside these little cards. It was like a pop-up world in a greeting card or something. They're really pretty. And I forgot the other companies I had worked for. I did merchandising, like it was really fun for a while, for some years, but I can't remember all the companies. But so I knew I could do these little cards, and you just put the numbers pretty much, and you get some freebies of where you can put certain cards, and that's about it. So, I mean, it's not too hard of a job, because you just have to put the cards in the right place or do the little setup for the holidays. So I thought, oh, this will be fun. I can do this. And it'll bring the power of God for their holidays and rock their little world with the power of God for their holidays. So I got hired, and I got really excited. I was a little bummed because I wanted to work in Mecca, but I didn't get hired for Mecca. I got hired for Yucca Valley, 29 Palms, places I don't like to drive to. But I decided it's about the holidays for a really good company that God was always so proud of. Footprints has made so many gods so proud for so many years. So I thought, well, if I don't give them some of my powers for Christmas, that's just so tragic. So I thought, well, whatever, I'll chalk it up to something and drive on a route I didn't want to drive, but because it's the only one where I got hired, so it's the only job available. So then I'll just be grateful. So I did my application, and I was doing my application, and then an angel jumped inside of me, and she said, I'm going to do your I-9. I'm going to be the one that verifies your identity, because I want a heaven to verify who you are. So I said, oh, okay. So the angel jumped inside of me and did the little verification, did the I-9. Well, then the human resource person said, this I-9's not right. We're going to have to send it back to you. You're going to have to do the I-9 right. And I thought, oh, okay. So then I was just going to do it again and ask the angel to do it again. I figured we had done it wrong or something. Well, the angel went to the human resources lady and said, I'm sorry, I think I put Footprints as the name and address, and I think I was supposed to put my address from heaven, and I didn't put my address from heaven. I put the Footprints name and address. And then she realized, oh, and I put the signature that just was already on there, because I was going to be the angel that just verifies her sacredness and her holiness and her existence on earth. And I'm trying to bring more power of God and more blessing to the company by, celebrating that she's a dead God getting a job. So the human resources lady says, you're an angel. And the angel says, why, yes. And you verified her I-9. And you'd like to put the address from heaven. So you realize you put Footprints and the company address. So you want to change it to the address of heaven. And you signed whatever signature, because you're just verifying any signature is the reality that a very sacred heavenly God is on earth. And she said, yes, and I'm willing to verify that. And the lady said, well, if an angel from a heaven is verifying her identity, I guess that's as good as a human verifying her identity. And so the angel showed my ID spiritually, so that the angel took a replica of my driver's license and showed the lady spiritually my driver's license. And then the angel took a replica of my social security card and showed the lady a replica of my social security card and said, see, it's the Bonnie Gill on Earth, to get a job as a pretend human. Bonnie Gill, that's her ID and her identity status stuff when she was born down here as a pretend human. But, I would want more of the heavens and the power of God to be a blessing at this job. We waited this long for a job that she has that is really just a job because she's a great dead God. And she got this job just because the owner knows that she needs a job and that she claims to be God, and he thinks it's funny and cute, and he's willing to check it out and see if the power of God changes his building. So we're really excited. We're really so excited. It's the first worship of the great dead Bonnie Annika on Earth in the name of a company. And the lady says, well, a human can verify somebody's identity, and it could be any human verifying identity. So, legally, technically, I don't think it matters whether you're completely human. You are just like anyone that walks up and verifies her identity, and these identifications do look like they belong to her. Okay. Well then, okay. And the lady from the human resources gave me an email that says, nope, everything's fine. If you have any further questions, just talk to this person, will be the person you talk to if you have any further questions. And the lady pushed through my I-9, verified by an angel. I didn't know if I would post that because I didn't know if it would weird people out, but I've already talked to you guys about being a ghost, driving a truck to help a trucker that fell asleep. Maybe the best answer is just throw you guys all in. God's on Earth.